Did I always want to be a nurse? Yes. Hi family, welcome back to our channel. For those that are new, my name is Josefine. I'm registered nurse and midwife, and on this channel I do videos about nursing, fashion and lifestyle, and I'll be doing many more videos. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and please leave the comment down below so that you guys help me what I should upload on the next video. It will really help me, and I would appreciate you for that. In today's video we are going to talk about my nursing journey, and before we proceed to the video, I would just like to apologize for not uploading a video last week. I had a lot of ups and downs that couldn't allow me to do anything, but I was left with no choice but not to do any video, and my apology for that. So without wasting time, let's get to the video. Did I always want to be a nurse? I don't know, but the answer is definitely yes. I've been wanting to be a nurse, I think, for a long time. So many years of being a playful child. I remember when I was a child, I was very playful. But amongst the games that I used to play, what is it? Hide and seek. I used to like ohae. Ohae is a game the way you throw balls to each other. If someone is hit, the person that you'll be two, I think, on each side. Yeah, I'm forgetting anyways. I don't play the thing anymore, but yeah, I know you'll be thrown a ball, and if it hits you, you're out of the game and another person is coming on. That was one of my favorite. Apart from that, I used to play dolls. Unona Wirapi, that's one of my game, or is it a game or something? Back in school, I used to like life science in my junior primary. Is it junior primary where they teach life science? Yes, I used to love life science so much than any other module. Then comes to tertiary secondary school, I used to like biology so much, and I loved it to an extent that you don't see me having a book of biology, or a book like if it's biology module I don't study, because I know when the teacher is teaching in class I would always catch. I'm that person. That's how smart I was when it comes to biology itself. Other modules, I was a good student as well, but biology was one of my best modules and I loved it so much. So my passion for biology made me to realize that my dream is facing somewhere related to nursing. I think if it was not nursing, maybe it was going to be medicine, but I knew the whole time that I wanted to do nursing. So it comes to the application time. I applied for nursing. The time of application, it was, I told you guys, I grew up in the north. It wasn't really an easy thing for us during the application time, because now that time we didn't understand much when you get a module. I mean, not a module, but the courses came in like a lot, and we're never exposed to that. I remember one of my friend was like, we were confused whether to apply for nursing, or we didn't know the different. Okay, I understood myself, because that's what I have been wanting for a long time, and I was lucky that my brother was a nurse by then already. My elder brother was a nurse, and so my friend was like, no, that's not nurse. For you to become a nurse, you don't have to apply for nursing. You should apply for hospitality. That's a course. That course was at that time it was called Polytechnic of Namibia. I was second position in class, because we used to fight with this other girl, my friend. So I came second and she was first position. But anyways, we all got forms for nurse in the University of Namibia. We were trying to apply. It was very funny how we debated and how we didn't understand, because we never had career affairs in school. It was just us doing our own things. We didn't understand even though you knew what you wanted is nursing, but you didn't know what it's called, whether it's called nursing or it's called hospitality. So my friend ticked for hospitality. I'm trying to tell her, no, it's not hospitality, because I confirmed with my brother. He said we should apply for nursing. She ticks for hospitality at NUST, and as far as I researched, I heard there is no nursing at NUST, at Polytechnic. But she proceeded and applied, but she wanted deeply in her heart, she wanted to do nursing, not not hospitality. It's just a misunderstanding and not knowing what it is. Anyways, we applied, and our results came at our final results. I'm talking about my final grade 12 results. So when the results came, I performed well, but the thing is, my English was very low. But anyways, I was admitted already at the nursing course, but my English symbol was very low. It was an E symbol, where I was supposed to get a C for me to be admitted at the University of Namibia. I should get a C. So it was difficult for me. I cried. Even though I passed, it wasn't easy for me. I couldn't take it. That I felt, but English was really a problem, because if you schooled in the north, or if you are schooling in the north, the exposure is not that much for you to really talk or speak in English. It's not an adequate thing. You just here and there, not all the time that you'll be speaking English, because you only do it in school, and your holiday will go to pass without you speaking English. Because yeah, I went to the University still of Namibia, where I did my bridging course. I was improving my English with the University of Namibia English access course, where you have to improve your English. When you pass, they'll just take you straight to the university. So that's what I did, and it went well. The next year, I went to my first year at nursing, which was very, very happy, and I couldn't wait for the year to end. So I started my nursing school, because that's what I wanted the whole time. Let me take you back. I used to be impressed by the nurses. You guys, you don't know how nurses, I don't know how we are now. I don't know whether it is the same picture, the same picture I used to get when I looked at the nurse that time. My goodness, nurses used to look so neat. They smell good. The way they work so perfectly. Whether they what shout at me or something, I probably just don't pick it, because I loved them so much. I loved nurses. I loved nursing. I didn't even know there was a nursing training. I thought after school you just go use your uniform and then you start to already treat patients. That's what I always wanted. But nurses, oh, I don't know if we are still looking the same, but oh my goodness, that time I was really, really impressed, and I loved the profession so much. Okay, I did my nursing first year, which was very tough. It was a tough experience. I'll come back to you some other times with that one. I went through all my years of nursing, from first year to my final year, which was really tough. It wasn't an easy journey though, because it's new experience at every moment, every time. Like for me, that was coming from the north, was very difficult, because my goodness, English itself, it wasn't even a general English, but I was lucky because I went through an access course. But for my colleagues, I mean, that came straight from school into nursing school, it was very difficult. You have to deal with a dictionary all the time. You have to deal with new words. You have to new medical terms. It was very difficult. Back to the practice, because my first year of nursing, first semester, I think you go to school from Feb, March, April, May. But May, June, around there, you have to go for practicals. I was very, very happy for that. I didn't expect a lot of ups and downs that came in, but my goodness, I thought things are just smooth. I thought everything is just smooth. I thought it's not difficult, because it's just nursing. What I used to do is, people taking a thermometer, put in the armpit, then it's done. They just ask, what is wrong with you as a patient? What is wrong with you? What can we do for you today? How are we going to help you? Are you having any problem? I thought it was very just simple. It was very simple as that, but it's very difficult. Even the approach to just this is something, because I could practically do it at home already before we went for practicals. But here it comes to reality, it was not an easy thing. Some patients are difficult, some are easy, some are, so it is a very difficult thing that I never expected. But anyways, apart from that, I was still happy that I'm a nurse, and I finally have started with my practicals. So each year comes, then goes down with new experiences, until I'm done with my nursing school. Proud that I managed and I completed my nursing journey. My working experience. So I started working in 2016. Because in final year, you'll be placed at the rural placement. You have to go to rural placement. You'll be placed at remoteness areas, and I chose Congo District Hospital. This hospital is somewhere close to Angola, if I'm not mistaken. It's far, plus minus 300 kilometers away from Oshakati. Because I heard, Congo, they see patients from Angola and all that. I wanted to see also an experience also, because the exposure is not the same. What we are seeing here is not what we will see, because that was in town where we trained and where we did our practicals. So I wanted to also just go to a remoteness area so that I get different experiences, to be exposed to the new staffs and all that. So I did my placement in Congo, which was a very good one. The staffs were good. There was one doctor in the hospital, and he was very, very good. He would train you, teach you. He was even the most person that could teach students like nothing. You'll be taught about everything, because I remember when I went there, I was not really good with pediatrics drips, but that doctor doesn't miss a drip, a vein actually. For him, he'll just look at it, and then anatomically he'll apply anatomic, then you just doom it's in. So every time I would follow him, and then I just realized that I was learning a lot from him, and I appreciated really the time when we left. That a lot of new experiences, we learned a lot, and then the exposure was really good. That you would, that time you are a student, but you'll be placed to work on your own, like you'll be independent. You are not placed to work with anyone. We're already final year students, and we're already in our last semester, so it was a good choice that we made to work there. After completion, I felt like I still have to go back to that hospital, because I felt so welcomed. I don't know whether I was scared of going to new hospitals, because I didn't know people, because it's not an easy thing to get used to people. It was tough as well to just get close to the staffs, introduce yourself, and then you feel so vulnerable the first 2 days or 3 days, because some people are so, I don't want to say people are bad, but people have different personalities that cannot accommodate people so easily. But I like the fact that those people were all good, and they accepted us, and we felt so welcomed. I even got a mother that side. So I went back for my first year of working as a nurse. I went back to Congo District Hospital. But I was still going to do what I did as a student nurse, but their things have changed. Just for us to start working there, I don't know whether they felt so comfortably that we worked already there, or what. You'll be placed to be in charge that day, like you are the nurse, a registered nurse in charge that day. So if you are in charge, because they also get maternity ward, they have in this hospital there was they have maternity ward, they have pediatric ward, they have all the wards. Actually, they have all the wards, PH, primary health care, out of all the departments. I think all the departments are there. So you'll be placed now in maternity. You are the registered nurse in charge. If you are in charge, anything you're going to do, anything you're going to be accountable, because and we have staff nurses in Namibia, and they are not supposed to work in maternity ward, or like to be placed alone in maternity ward. They have to be there with a registered nurse, so you can be there. So if there's any referral going from maternity side, you should go. And sometimes you have a very, very big case that you need to handle, but you see, I didn't have any experience on that, but I had to do it. I just had to do it. I didn't have a choice, because you are in charge. You are the one on duty with the staffs already. You can't change or do anything. The rosters will just come out like, Sister Josefine, you are the one on call today, or whatever. But you just have to do it. That's why I've also learned that you need to, when you are in school, you don't play. You need to learn, and you need to understand what should be done and what is supposed to be. Especially registered students, do not play with the books, or do not play with with those stuffs. Ask them what should be done, because my goodness, it was very, very tough for me. I worked there for the whole year, and then I moved to another hospital. Then I moved again to another hospital that was in a forest remoteness area, and I was the sister in charge of the clinic. And by then my experience was very, very good. I was not struggling with anything, and my appreciation is really going to Okongo District Hospital, that really taught me and trained me very, very well, and I became a good nurse because of them, and I really appreciate that. My years of experience are now going to 7 years in the profession, if I'm not mistaken. I think 7 years or 6 years, somewhere there. 6 years going to 7 years in the profession. So I can say I'm very good. Quite difficult, quite challenging, but it's very good, and I loved it. I enjoyed my journey as a nurse, and I loved the experience that I got. from either from the patients, either from the staffs, either from the student life, or every way. I loved what I've gone through, and it have taught me a lot. It have trained me, equipped me to be a good nurse. It was about today's video. See you in the next video.